Welcome to one of the great travel secrets in Southern California, San Pedro, located right here in the heart of the historic Los Angeles waterfront. Located within convenient driving distance of Disneyland, Hollywood, and LA International Airport, the Los Angeles waterfront is the departing point for nearly 1 million cruise ship passengers every year, and in-the-know travelers have found that San Pedro makes the perfect destination to bookend those trips. Aside from its convenient location, San Pedro is a unique travel destination in its own right. As one of the oldest settled communities in California, San Pedro has been called the city's seaside soul, and for good reason. The town boasts a rich cultural heritage that's rare to find on visits to Southern California. Throughout much of the 20th century, job opportunities on the Los Angeles waterfront attracted scores of immigrants from around the world, and many of these new settlers brought with them their cultures and their old world recipes, making San Pedro a hub for great international dining.
One of the joys of San Pedro are the many, many privately owned individual ethnic restaurants.
You will see the owner in the menu, his rich history, his background, his family recipes on that menu. And we love that.
My family owned a restaurant since 1960. Since I was about 12 years old, that's all I ever did. And then when I come over here, I said I'm going to do all the sacrifice and everything to have my own restaurant.
In San Pedro's downtown area alone, there are numerous multi-ethnic eateries, from Italian restaurants, pizza places, and a Hungarian pastry cafe, to Japanese sushi, an old-fashioned Croatian restaurant, and an authentic British pub, just to name a few. Cooking is an art that many San Pedrans take great pride in. Being a port town, seafood is a specialty, and the San Pedro Fish Market is one of the best places you will ever go to find fresh fish.
You can just walk in and simply just find what's the catch of the day. And I tell people, get up, go down to the markets on Saturday morning, Sunday morning, and create your dinner around it, make it an event.
San Pedro's identity as a cultural melting pot can be directly traced to being a port town that attracted immigrants from around the world. And this is especially true of fishermen.
San Pedro was built on fishing. Italians and Croatian fishermen came to San Pedro and they settled here, and they brought with them their traditions.
Many other communities who claim to have fishing villages, when you get there you find they're more of a tourist attraction rather than a genuine fishing fleet. Here we have the real thing, as it has been since the 1800s.
I mean, if you want to see fishermen, this is the place to come to see fishermen. We've got boats from all over the place coming here to fish the squid, calamari, and tuna. It goes right from the boat to the market to the consumer. I mean, within an hour of time.
Seafood aficionados will love coming to San Pedro to pick out the freshest fish possible at the fish market, have it cooked their way on the spot, and eat it while enjoying a great view of Los Angeles Harbor. In addition to the Fisherman's Wharf, the Los Angeles waterfront provides visitors one of the best up-close and personal views of a working harbor anywhere in the world. A great staging ground to see all the action is the outdoor patio of the Ports o' Call restaurant.
Ports o' Call's been here for 50 years, and for 50 years people have been coming down to the waterfront and watching the ships go by. When this restaurant first opened, we would have some smaller ships, and now they're gigantic ships.
It is absolutely fascinating to walk along our main channel and see the tugboats, the largest fireboat in the world, the huge container ships. You can see the cranes unloading and loading those ships every day. So it's a working port, but it's maritime theater, and it never fails to amaze people.
One great thing that Old Port City has is they give the edge of the water back to the people, and that's what we've done in San Pedro.
With a goal of granting the public access to the water, the Port of LA recently began work on a waterfront development project.
Now what we're working on now in San Pedro is a grand promenade that will link all the attractions on the waterfront. We've already made a big head start where we have 3 miles of the promenade constructed.
Visitors to the promenade can enjoy a stroll around the beautiful new Fanfare Fountain, ride a bike along the 3-mile path, or explore the numerous historical monuments and museums located along the waterfront. With its authentic waterfront heritage and wide range of cultural activities, it's no surprise that San Pedro is home to one of the largest art colonies in Southern California.
There are so many talented and world-renowned sculptors, painters, and
other creative artists in San Pedro.
And they work in all media. They range in age from people who are just out of art school to people who are in their 70s.
Art is the fabric of San Pedro. It's in the air, it's on the street, it's in the restaurants that you go in, it's in people's homes, it's in people's conversations.
Recently, we were declared by the City of Los Angeles an official arts, culture, and entertainment district.
The biggest event every month in the local arts community is the First Thursday's Art Walk, when scores of local artists open their galleries to the public to showcase their art and how they create it.
People are encouraged to stroll from gallery to gallery and check out the art, and most of these places that you visit on First Thursday are working artist studios, and they're really inviting you in to see their latest pieces and to see their works in progress.
And then you can also get like really good food, and you can go get a beer and do all those good things that all of us want to do at night.
In addition to the Whale and Ale, another great place to get a fantastic beer and meal in downtown is the San Pedro Brewing Company.
We started brewing here at the San Pedro Brewing Company in 2000. The last 20 years or so, there's been a huge renaissance in American craft brewing. And I was one of a group of people that believed that craft beer was really the way to go.
While local and organic foods have gained popularity across the country, San Pedrons have been supporting their hometown markets for generations.
The culture we have here is, it's almost like an old European culture. You go to the vegetable market on Friday mornings to get your produce. You go to the fish market to get your fish, or you go to the butcher to get your meat.
The Friday morning farmers market in downtown San Pedro is an especially popular place for locals and visitors to shop.
Going to the farmers market is really a fun family event for us. I think the best part is the fresh produce and the fact that it's organic, and we get to wander around all the shops that are really eclectic and unique to this area.
The appreciation for good, natural food even extends to the beer many San Pedrons drink.
We just use all the natural ingredients, hops, yeast, barley malt, and water, and make great beers out of this.
Having dinner and a beer at the brewing company is a great way to kickstart your evening in downtown San Pedro. You can follow it up with a game of pool at Godmother's Saloon, cocktails at Crimson, or a cappuccino at the downtown coffee house, Sacred Grounds. And for visitors looking for live entertainment, downtown San Pedro is hard to beat. Whether it's an eclectic band performing at the Grand Annex, plays at the intimate Little Fish Theater Company, or larger performances at the jewel of downtown, the majestic Warner Grand Theater.
The Warner Grand Theater is a historic movie palace that is 1,500 seats and was built in 1931. It's one of the few remaining movie palaces of this caliber in all of Los Angeles and the entire region. And now it's open over 150 nights a year for concerts and films and other great events.
Visitors can also enjoy many monuments and museums in town. The Korean Bell, with its majestic views of the Pacific, was a gift of the Republic of Korea to the United States on the occasion of our nation's bicentennial in 1976. And along Harbor Boulevard, there are an impressive array of monuments that lead straight to one of the great cultural attractions on the waterfront, the Maritime Museum.
The museum is located in the main channel of LA Harbor, which is one of our country's busiest ports. And the museum is all about the history of that harbor, because a lot of our visitors from out of town don't realize some of the amazing stories that come out of this port. They can learn about how the harbor was built underwater and get a sense of what it's like to work with all that heavy equipment. They can touch artifacts and watch videos. We have such a variety.
Another great museum at the Los Angeles waterfront, especially for the kids, is the Cabrillo Marine Aquarium.
There's a lot of really interactive stuff for the kids to do. And it's one of the few museums that appeals to children of different ages. If I have a chance to actually read the exhibits, then I can learn stuff too. We have beaches that are beautiful and rocky and full of life. And if you come here, before you explore those beaches, then you can actually know what you're going to see in its natural habitat.
The rugged coastline along the San Pedro Peninsula is one of the most beautiful stretches of coastline in Southern California and is a must-see for visitors coming to Los Angeles. And for outdoor sports enthusiasts, the Los Angeles waterfront has activities like kayaking, windsurfing, sports fishing, surfing, or just an early morning jog on Cabrillo Beach. Others might enjoy the harbor cruises or whale watching trips that depart from Port Sacal to see wildlife such as seals, dolphins, sea lions, and the world-famous whales making their annual pilgrimage up and down the Pacific coast. One particular cruise that many people enjoy are the sunset dinner cruises aboard the Spirit, a 90-foot yacht. Whether it's a boat cruise or outdoor activities on a scenic stretch of the Pacific, a vibrant art scene that includes homegrown artists and numerous museums, or a night out where you can sample amazing cuisine from around the world, including some of the freshest seafood you'll eat anywhere, you can find it all on the Los Angeles waterfront. So discover San Pedro. You'll be glad you did.